Hi, Nick Anderson here. I explained why I'm making this video here. I've been an avid Safeless user for about a little over 2 years now since I was introduced to Safeless Genie. And here recently I got pretty excited that I was in Safeless because I was actually starting to make some money, especially with this new script that came out here recently. And during the course of the summer, I just pounded my ad out to as many Safeless as I could get into, but toward the end here, it started getting to be too much time. I mean, I was spending 3 to 4 hours mailing, let alone earning credits and that. And all that was fine and dandy, but here, about a week ago, I dropped 125 safe lists out of my time and only lost 257 hits or something like that. It wasn't a whole lot. And I was okay with that, but then I started noticing here toward the end of the month, it's the end of September here in Wisconsin, and it gets a little bit chilly. I started actually studying my stats, and as you can see by the graph in front of you, my hits really started going downhill about the middle of the month, and I started looking into why. Now, first of all, before I get into too much rant and raving here, but this new script seemed to brought out a whole lot of new owners, and to be quite honest with you, I think a lot of them have no clue what email marketing, what the advantage of it was. The email marketing has proven to be the number one source of income for quite a long time, and it'll never change because people spend 10 times the amount of time reading emails than they do compared to any other type of advertising. Now, I'm not some big rich guru or got any fancy hellos or anything like that. I'm just an average guy trying to make a few extra dollars online and doing pretty well at it. I'm happy with it. But being that I'm the support manager for SLG now, I started looking into some of these safe lists, and to be quite honest with you, it was pretty scary what I found out. The recent one I talked to yesterday was Dan Moses, but he's just a prime example of a lot of these mailers out here. I'm an upgrader in one of his mailers, and I'm a free member of one of his mailers. And if you're spending money on upgrade, you do it for one main reason, and that is get more traffic with less time. Well, it seems with this new script there that they have an option that's built into it that they can limit the number of emails coming out to my inbox, let's say as an upgraded member, of whatever they want to do it. And Dan Moses has his set for 50 emails a day. Now that's what he's claiming I'm supposed to be able to get. All right. Dan Moses is also claiming on his own website 5,240 active members. Now, what do you think? I had him drop me down to a free member so I could just kind of see, what's going on. And when I first told him that I'm not getting 50 emails even, he told me that it was Gmail. So I talked to my hosting. I had them double check, triple check, and test to make sure that absolutely no emails would get blocked no matter what onto my server to find out if it was in fact Gmail. I mean, one thing I've learned talking to these people, the first thing they do is blame you, the member, when in fact it ain't. If it was, why would there be so many that work so well? Of course, he tried to blame it on SL Genie, and I proved that too. They were not in Gmail account, and that's why I switched everything over. Now, since yesterday about this time we were talking, if I was looking at Skype here, it's 3:17 here right now, and we were chatting yesterday about 11:30, but it looks like here. So it's been longer than 24 hours. Since that time, as a free member, I've only received 29 messages. 29 messages out of, 5,240 members. That tells me it's a pretty inactive list. And what really ticked me off about the whole deal, as an upgraded member, I can't even advertise to other upgraded members. If they're only getting 50 emails, from their server, what's the chances out of 5,000 they're going to get one of mine? And you as a free member should be upset too, because how many people are upgraded in the safe list that's only receiving 50 out of the 5,240? But I really feel that incoming mail into your inbox will definitely tell you how many active members they are. Now, he told me that because this was September 31st, we talked that tomorrow people are going to get their, bonuses for upgrading. Let me point that out to you, that I did not have a choice when I upgraded. And he's not the only one doing this, but I'm going to start ranting and raving about everyone that is on this blog post here. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow the link underneath the video and start pointing out some of this crap. I mean, I am so tired of these owners blaming it on the members when they have no control over what they're doing. So he downgraded me to free. Now, if you look here, even at gold, I was a JV. It gives me 30,000 credits. That gives me 6 times a mailing, and I can mail once a day. So for 6 days out of the month is all I can promote because I can't earn enough credits. And his solution was to give me 30,000 credits. So now I'm not going to be looking at anybody's email. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of email marketing. And, you know, there's some good ones out there. Don't think they're all this way. Recipe Mailer, for one, is an excellent one, and I do not have this trouble. I'm an upgraded member. I still get plenty of credits, emails from members. I'm not really sure if she's got a limit on them or not. Be another one I'm going to be talking to find out. But it's no wonder people ain't getting results. You think you're mailing off to 5,000 members, getting charged for that many credits, and nobody's getting them. Nobody's receiving them. I mean, there's so much crappy teaching out there to join every safe list. Well, you know what? One thing, joining them is not going to do you any good. Two, these safe list owners love to brag about how many members they got, and they call them active as long as they haven't stopped any emails from coming. Subscribe to their thing. No matter if they're bouncing, what they're doing, they're still counted as members. So here's my thought, and it's coming from Safe List Genies, members complaining, things like that. We're going to start dropping safe lists that have these kind of rules, and how can I say this, hurting you as a person using them, and only put the ones in there that really care about their members. And when there's a problem, they'll look at their end first. I actually had one site owner here a while back accuse us of being cheaters, that we had more than one account, because they had a problem on a script that I was an upgrade member, was not in credits. I'm so tired of these people, it ain't even funny. I mean, they have access to that information. They should look it up before they accuse people. But anyway, if you're tracking your results, which I highly recommend you do, you need to really watch your stats more than once a month. You need to look into it. See a decline in from particular safe lists or in your as a general, like this is my general, all the safe lists combined. Looking to see what's going on. If you're an upgraded member in some of these, you'll probably find that that's out why it is. And you'll probably find that that safe list has very little activity coming out of it. So I don't care if you're spending 10 seconds in there, you're wasting your time. Anyway, expect to see more of these, and I'm going to try to do show some positive results too from some of these, the few that are good, and I'll point out to you why I feel they're good, and then you can make your own decision. Once again, this is Nick Anderson, Safe List Genie Support Center, and we're going to be watching these safe lists for you. Take care and best wishes.